Hey, Steve.
Hey, Rexi.
So, in our last two talks, we covered the flow of e-filing, from the broker to Custom and Border Protection's ACE platform to the Consumer Product Safety Commission's RAM platform using PGA message sets. Today, we'll talk more about those message sets and how they are impacted by use of the product registry.
Great. So I've heard the terms full PGA message set and reference PGA message set. Which form you use is determined by whether or not I'm using the product registry, right?
Yes, Steve, exactly right. If you have data in the product registry, you e-file a reference PGA message set to refer to the data in the product registry. The e-filing process, though, remains the same, from the broker to ACE and from ACE to RAM.
Got it. Then the RAM platform can pull the other required data from the product registry, but e-filing is still a message set going from the broker to ACE to RAM.
That's the critical understanding that so many importers are missing. E-filing is not entering data into the product registry, but getting data into RAM.
Let me guess. The full PGA message set is the full set of e-filing data that bypasses the product registry.
You got it, Steve.
So what about test labs in the product registry?
Your lab testing partners can help by getting data into the product registry for you if you're not using full PGA message sets. But how that happens has to be tightly controlled by the importer.
The lab can't just put data from the test report in the product registry.
Not unless everything in that test report, other than the test results, has been well defined by the importer first, and not unless the test lab knows what other data might already be in the product registry that their test report data needs to connect with. It might sound surprising, but the importer only needs citation codes for passing tests and a test date from the lab. The citation codes are short character strings used to identify required tests for the product. All of the other data that ends up in the test report that is used for e-filing must originate with the importer, not the lab.
If I have properly structured all of the data I need, and I only need citation codes and a test date from the lab, that's the only data I need for a full PGA message set. If I run all of that data through the test lab for entry into the product registry, that only creates risk that the data will not be accurate, and I still have to e-file the reference PGA message set anyways.
That's the light bulb moment that all importers need to experience. The full PGA message set might be a good option. It is not that the product registry should not be used with the help of test labs, but that if it is used, it must be used very carefully, under the importer's full control and with very clear direction to the test lab.
You were making everything easy up until now.
I'll try to keep things as simple as I can, Steve. But what we will be discussing in our next few conversations is complex, and it all must be handled properly, or importers risk having product held at the port starting this July. Next, we'll talk about the test request form and how successful e-filing hinges on the accuracy and completeness of the data in that form if the product registry is used.